Hello, my beautiful and magnificent Leo souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sacred space for illuminating the divine path written in the stars and within your own heart. I am your guide, and if you have found your way to this very message at this very moment, I want you to know with every fiber of your radiant being that this is not by chance. Pause with me for just a moment. Before we journey further into the light, I invite you to find a quiet space. Take a deep, intentional breath in, feeling the golden light of the cosmos filling your lungs, stoking the eternal flame within your heart. And as you exhale, release everything that has ever made you feel small, unseen, or unworthy of your own magnificent throne. Let your royal shoulders drop. Allow your heart, that brilliant sun that powers your entire universe, to open and receive. Because the cosmos, in its infinite and loving wisdom, has orchestrated a divine appointment between your spirit and the truth that is about to unfold. Something truly beautiful is coming for you this Sunday, November 24th. And this isn't a vague prediction or a fleeting feel-good phrase. No, my dear Leo, this is a sacred message wrapped in synchronicities, sealed with divine patterns, and delivered upon the winds of a cosmic shift that has been quietly preparing the stage for your grand entrance. You didn't land here by mistake. Not today. You are not just watching a video, you are answering a spiritual summons. For when the soul of a Leo is truly ready to be seen, the entire universe becomes its spotlight, and every sign appears to illuminate the way forward. Right now, everything around you, seen and unseen, is aligning to deliver one message so loud and clear it will silence all doubt. You are standing at the very edge of something breathtaking. If you can feel the resonance of that promise deep in your bones, if your soul is stirring in recognition of its own impending dawn, I want you to do something for me now. Make a sacred pact with your own becoming. In the comments below, I want you to declare your readiness to the cosmos. Simply write, "I am ready to step into my divine light." Consider this more than just a comment. See it as the sacred ink upon a new soul. Contract with your highest destiny. And if this path of cosmic wisdom feels like home to you, if you are ready to continue this journey of unlocking your deepest potential, then press that subscribe button, not as a simple click, but as a powerful seal upon your intention, a promise that we will walk this path of awakening together. Are you ready, my dear Leo? Because this Sunday is not merely another day on the calendar. It is a threshold, a thin veil moment. It is a golden portal swinging open just for you. You are not just being asked to witness your destiny from the audience. You are being invited to step onto the stage, to co-create it in all its glory. This is not the season to shrink, to dim your light, or to play a supporting role in your own life. This is your time to remember the sovereign power you have become, and to say a resounding yes to what already belongs to you by divine inheritance. The moment you have been prepared for through every heartbreak that taught you the depths of your own love, through every moment of waiting that taught you the power of your own faith through everything you have endured in noble silence. It is finally here. So before we dive deeper into the signs, the energies, and the sacred blueprint for this moment, let us pause once more. Let us breathe together, and let me honor you. Your presence here means something profound. Every comment you leave, every like, every share, and every subscription to this channel creates a powerful ripple of golden energy that strengthens our collective faith. It helps this sacred space of cosmic wisdom continue to reach those who need healing, hope, and a divine confirmation, just like you. You are not just a listener, you are an anchor of light. Now let me ask you directly, my beautiful Leo. Has something in your life been stirring without a logical explanation? Do you feel a powerful shift is close, so close you can almost taste it, but you can't quite give it a name? That feeling, that is the call. That is the pull of cosmic alignment. That is your own brilliant intuition preparing you for what is already yours. If you feel this, if your heart knows with an unshakable certainty that this message is for you, then stay with me. Because what's coming next will give language to what your soul already knows. This is more than a reading. It is a coronation. It is a return to the radiant truth that was promised to you from the very beginning. Now let us begin the deeper journey. If you've been feeling as though you're standing at a great crossroads, my dear Leo, but the road signs seem to be written in a language you can't yet decipher, there is a profound reason for this. You are in a sacred moment of energetic transition. The ending you've been sensing is not just a coincidence. It is a divine clearing of the stage. You have completed a major chapter of your life, even if your physical world hasn't quite caught up with that truth yet. Sometimes the soul takes its final bow and walks off stage long before the mind realizes the curtain has already fallen. And what you're feeling now, this subtle pull towards something new, this internal pressure to expand, this heightened awareness of your own light. It is your inner sovereign waking up to what is next. But before a new act can begin, the old one must end. And that is precisely what is happening in your energetic field. Astrologically, Leo, you are ruled by the sun itself, the very center of our solar system, the source of all light, warmth, and life. You are not a sign that skims the surface of life. You are here to radiate, to create, to lead from the heart, and to shine your authentic truth unapologetically. You are here to be the light. However, right now, the cosmic weather is aligning to highlight the final dimming of an old role you used to play, a performance that no longer serves your magnificent evolution. The question is no longer, should I let go of this mask? It is now, what part of me is already refusing to wear it? You may have noticed the signs. They are not always dramatic, thunderous applause. Often, they are soft echoes repeating themselves in your environment. A dream that returns night after night, shifting in its details, but always holding the same core emotion of freedom or release. A familiar name from a past chapter spoken by a stranger, reminding you of who you used to be and how far you have come. A sentence in a book that leaps off the page, feeling as though it was written just for your soul. And then there is the quiet, persistent return of certain numbers. Perhaps you've been seeing 11, 11, 10, 10, or the number 23 appearing on clocks, on receipts, on license plates. I want you to know these are not random occurrences. They are mirrors. They are messages from the universe written in the sacred code of frequency. In the language of numerology, the number 23 holds a vibration of a profound breakthrough after a time of challenge or creative blockage. It is the sun breaking through the clouds after the storm. It is the yes you receive after countless silent prayers. The number 1111 is a gateway, a portal. Not in some fantastical sense, but in a very real neurological one. It signifies the precise moment your conscious attention aligns with your soul's deepest intention. It's a cosmic wink, a reminder that when you are awake to your own inner truth, the world around you must respond in kind. And 1010, that is the beautiful frequency of completion and renewal. It is a full circle now, preparing to become a spiral, leading you ever upward. This Monday the 24th acts as a convergence point for these energies. Not because something dramatic or forceful will burst into your life, but because your own vibration, your own inner light, will have reached a frequency where what is meant for you can finally find you. A message, a meeting, a small event that might even be disguised as nothing special may carry the golden key to something truly profound. But remember, my love keys only unlock the doors you are willing to open. You do not need to chase this. You do not need to perform for it. You need only to be present for it, to stand in the center of your own stage in your full light and be ready to receive. This is the doorway. And if you've been seeing these signs, this is your divine invitation to trust them. You are not imagining the shift. You are receiving it. Let this moment be your signal not to rush forward in a panic, but to stand still in your sovereign awareness and declare, I recognize the pattern. I am listening. My heart is open. Tell me, my magnificent Leo, have you seen these signs lately? Have they been whispering to you in ways you couldn't quite explain? If any of this resonates deep within your soul, say it aloud or write it in the comments below. Affirm your sacred connection to this unfolding. Say, I recognize the signs and I am ready for what is next. By declaring this, you do not just witness your destiny, you step into it fully awake, fully radiant, and fully empowered. My dear Leo, when the past returns, it rarely sends a formal invitation. It doesn't knock loudly on the door or announce its arrival with a trumpet's call. It often moves softly, like a shadow slipping through a memory, like the faint echo of a voice you thought you had forgotten, but never truly stopped hearing. It might arrive as a song you haven't heard in years, playing on the radio, the accidental mention of a name in conversation, or a sudden, unexplained wave of emotion that washes over you. And when it arrives, I want you to know this: it is not always coming to reopen what once hurt you. Sometimes the past returns only to remind you how far you have come, how brightly you now shine, and how deeply you have learned to heal your own beautiful heart. This is not a test from the universe. It is a mirror. It is not here to measure your scars, but to reflect your undeniable resilience and your newfound radiance. Something, or perhaps someone, may be circling back into your energetic field, not to disrupt the peace of your kingdom, but to give you a chance to claim that peace fully and unequivocally. Some soul contracts you see are not about holding on forever. They are about knowing with grace and wisdom when to bless what was and then let it go. There was a time when this person or this situation held a certain power over you, not by force, but perhaps by the depth of your generous Leo heart, by how much of your own sunlight you gave away when you didn't yet know how to keep enough for yourself. You remember the silence that followed. You remember the nights spent trying to make sense of what felt senseless. But let me be clear, that was never about weakness. It was about the magnificence of your devotion. But now Leo, the version of you who once waited for their applause, who once needed their light to feel seen, is no longer here. You have evolved. You have journeyed inward and discovered that you are the sun. You have done this quietly, powerfully, without needing to prove a single thing to anyone. You are the ruler of your own inner world, and your light now comes from within. As a soul ruled by the sun, you are the gatekeeper of your own heart, the transformer of shadow into pure golden light. And this moment is your invitation to perform that alchemy once more, not to revisit the pain, but to reclaim the parts of yourself, your power, your light, your joy that were once tangled up in it. Because the one who may be returning is not the only one who has changed. You have changed profoundly. You have a sharper intuition now. You have softer, yet stronger boundaries, like walls of graceful, impenetrable light. You have a heart that still feels with magnificent depth, but it no longer leaks its precious energy. Forgiveness, you now understand, isn't a doorway for them to re-enter. It is a release for you to walk free. You do not owe anyone your stage. You owe yourself your peace. You can hold compassion for them in one hand and your own sacred worth in the other. You can speak with the tenderness of 1,000 sunsets without surrendering the strength it took to find your own dawn again. That is the breathtaking beauty of your healing. It allows you to remember without reliving, to acknowledge without reopening, to love from a distance without returning to the fire. There may be something rising in your throat now, a truth you have longed to speak, a goodbye that never had the space to land, a moment that needs to be honored, not for them, but for you. If something stirs within you on or around the 23rd, let it rise. Not to create drama, but to offer closure. To finish the sentence you never got to end. Not with blame, not with hope, but with the calm, regal clarity of the soul you are today. You are not meant to go backward, magnificent Leo. You are meant to walk forward without dragging the ghosts of roles you no longer play. And if you have felt it, a presence in your dreams, a shift in your chest, the quiet sense that someone is remembering you, know that this is not a trap. It is a final, divine invitation to stand in the full, glorious light of your own truth. Have you felt them lately? Do the signs whisper their name when you least expect it? If you have, write it below. Say it as a declaration to the cosmos. I have changed, and I choose my peace now. Because that is what this moment is asking of you. To remember without attachment, to release without bitterness, and to love yourself enough to let your own healing have the final glorious word. My radiant Leo, you have been planting seeds in silence for what feels like an eternity. While the world may have overlooked the quiet, noble ways you persevered, tending to your inner flame when no one else was watching, I promise you, the universe has not missed a single moment. There is a sacred law written not on paper, but in the very fabric of energy that says every act of heartfelt devotion will one day return in glorious form. Every night you endured whispering prayers to the dark. Every creative vision you held onto when no one else believed. It was not in vain. The sacred soil of your life has been saturated with your golden intention. And now, in this powerful season, what once lay hidden in the dark is beginning to reach for the light. This is not just a fleeting shift in luck, my love. This is the natural, beautiful return of your inner alignment. In astrology, we know that when heartfelt effort aligns with a high vibration, and when that vibration aligns with a soul's readiness, manifestation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. With the sun highlighting the deepest, most authentic houses in your chart, and with financial transits forming brilliantly supportive aspects, your energetic field is finally perfectly primed to receive. This is no longer about chasing abundance. It is about matching its frequency. You have done the inner work. You have trusted without proof. And now, the golden current of prosperity begins to flow directly toward you. Sometimes abundance doesn't knock on the front door. It slips in through the windows you forgot were open. An old creative project suddenly resurfaces with unexpected and brilliant potential. A job offer appears that fits not just your remarkable skills, but your very soul's purpose. Money arrives from a source you never could have predicted, and more importantly, someone may enter your life not to complete you, for you are already whole, but to build an empire of light with you. They see your value not because you've been trying to prove it, but because your inner radiance has finally become impossible to hide. Still, true abundance is not just about receiving, it is also about noble stewardship. As this expansive energy begins to flow into your life, let this be your sacred reminder. Spend not to soothe old wounds or a bruised ego, but to support your grandest vision. Avoid the emotional purchases that leave a spiritual debt. Create an emergency fund that holds your safety like a sacred promise to your future self. Choose one or two financial goals that truly matter, not because they will impress others, but because they will support your ultimate freedom. True wealth for a soul like yours isn't just about gain, it's about groundedness. It's about building a kingdom so stable that you can be even more generous with your light. You were not chosen at random for this breakthrough. You were chosen because you stayed the course when everything inside you whispered to quit. You, my dear Leo, are the harvest. Your frequency now hums with the unmistakable vibration of worthiness, and that it is what calls opportunity to your door. The law of attraction doesn't respond to begging, it responds to belief. And real embodied belief is what your energy field now radiates. To support this magnificent shift and to anchor it visually into your daily space, you may find immense power in surrounding yourself with the colors that now vibrate in perfect harmony with your rising field. the deepest, most brilliant gold, activates the codes of sovereignty and abundance that are awakening within your aura. A fiery, sun-kissed orange strengthens your creative fire, allowing you to act on aligned opportunities with courage. And a touch of royal purple protects your energetic field, keeping the doubts of others at bay while you focus on building your new reality. This is not a reward for your suffering, my dear Leo. It is the divine return on your spiritual investment. You didn't just survive the darkness, you stayed open to the light. You didn't just endure, you learned, finally, how to receive. And that shift from surviving to receiving is the very essence of abundance. If you feel this energy rising, if you have seen signs of new life stirring around your old efforts, affirm it with your presence. Write in the comments, "My season has arrived. I welcome prosperity with grace and an open heart." Let that be your royal seal, your spiritual receipt for all you have sown in quiet, noble devotion. Because now, my love, your garden blooms. And what's coming next will require your hands open, your heart clear, and your feet firmly planted in the sacred soil of the magnificent sovereign you have become.